Hey there, and welcome into Main Street Living. I'm Danielle Avari.
Hey guys, I'm Quincy Carr.
I'm Cheryl Nelson. Good to be here, guys. And it's finally feeling like fall across much of the country. We're all looking like autumn today with our colors going on here. What is your favorite part of the season? There's so many fun things to do this time of year.
Can we just talk about my non-favorite part of the season? Because I have to be a bah
Quincy,
humbug
every
to
holiday.
Oh, come on.
I gotta
love autumn. What about autumn?
I have to clean the leaves out of the gutter. I don't want to do it, but it has to be done. Okay, it's so I'm being completely honest. Okay, when I don't like something, it's because I got to do it.
Quincy's the friend you call when you want to vent about something because he will complain with you.
Yes. Yep, that's so true. Danielle, you've got to have a favorite, though.
I love carving and painting the pumpkins, which I think you can do after Halloween as well, because that's when the pumpkins all go on sale. So I'm going to continue to paint the pumpkins.
That's so fun. And I've got some pumpkins for you to paint. Check out these pictures. I went to a local pumpkin patch in Virginia. And yeah, there were lots of pumpkins there. And there were some big pumpkins there.
The pumpkin is half of your size, Cheryl.
I know. I didn't buy that one, though. I never buy the huge ones, but I just like to pose with them because they're fun.
My mom always said, don't buy a pumpkin bigger than your head. That was her advice.
That's really smart. They're heavy. Yeah. Have you ever tried to carry those big ones?
No.
But that's what I love about fall too, is it's so much about getting outdoors and getting back with nature a little bit. So that's also my favorite part.
That crispness in the air, and then before you know it, maybe there'll be snowflakes flying. I know some parts of the country have already seen that, and just kind of gets you in the spirit of the season, even you, Quincy.
That's right. Well, you know what? I can get into the spirit of giving back and doing good things. And that's what this show is full of today, including businesses supporting youth sports. And in just 3 minutes, Danielle, our car can be cleaner than Cheryl's.
That's right. We'll also get great info for those suffering from hemophilia. And we'll visit with our friends at the Original Food Bank.
And we will get your mouth watering, and you just might want to try vegan food after seeing this food. But coming up next, we are celebrating our real heroes, and those are our teachers.
Hey guys, welcome back to Main Street Living. Finally happy to get this show going. Now, ladies, there are very few people who impact your life as much as your teachers, right? Because they educate, they inspire, they nurture, and motivate their students. But all too often, they don't get the respect or gratitude that they really do deserve. Don't you think?
Absolutely. And there's some lovely people in Santa Barbara who are pulling out all the stops to show their teachers just how much they're appreciated. Stephen Keithley with the Santa Barbara County Education Office is here to tell us about it. Welcome to Main Street Living.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
So right now you guys are gearing up for your 9th annual Salute to Teachers event on Saturday. What can you tell us about this event? What is it celebrating?
Well, it's a really exciting event for us. It's the premier education recognition event in our county, and it's really the result of a partnership that we started 10 years ago with Cox Communications. They've been doing it for many years, but we finally brought it to Santa Barbara about a decade ago, and it's our opportunity to shine the spotlight on 8 remarkable educators who really deserve what Quincy had just said, their respect and the celebration of who they are and what they can contribute to our community. We're excited about it. We can't wait.
Oh, I bet. And Stephen, not only do you live in a beautiful area, I love Santa Barbara, but yeah, you've got amazing teachers there too. You've got it all going for you. Tell us about some of the teachers you'll be honoring this year.
Well, as I said, there were 8 of them that we're going to celebrate, starting with our Santa Barbara County Teacher of the Year, Joanna Hendricks. She's a teacher of the deaf and hard of hearing students who are preschoolers. And she's also a finalist for the California Teacher of the Year Award. So we're so excited to celebrate her. We also are going to celebrate our Santa Barbara Bowl Performing Arts Teacher of the Year, Jennifer Peterson, who teaches at Cabrillo High School in Lompoc, and she's just so amazing. She teaches choir, musical theater, and she actually attended the school where she teaches now. And then we have 3 distinguished new educators: Crystal Guzman at El Camino Junior High, Kendall Stevens, who's at La Cumbre Junior High School, and Elsie Mora Zambrano, who's a teacher at La Colina Junior High School. And after that, we'll celebrate 3 distinguished mentors. And these are teachers who have helped new teachers come into the profession and successfully negotiate the beginning of their career. That's Cara Leach, she's at Foothill School. Christina Ortina Rossler, she's at Peabody Charter School. And Alyssa Spanier at Solvang School. 8 fantastic teachers.
Wow. So you can tell how incredible this event actually is. I got to attend the San Diego one recently, and it's just such an incredible night. But of course, right now, with the way that money is, inflation, budgets are so tight, this kind of celebration is only possible through the support of local businesses that realize the importance of education. Cox is a founding sponsor of Salute to Teachers, and Kirsten McLaughlin is here to tell us more about that. Welcome to Main Street Living.
Hi, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
So tell us, why has Cox decided to be so involved in supporting teachers and education?
You know, at Cox, supporting education and teachers really is in our DNA. Our founder, Governor James M. Cox, was a teacher himself, and we have supported teachers and students in our schools ever since. It's such a big part of what we do. Like Steve mentioned, we've been doing Salute to Teachers in San Diego for more than 25 years, and we were thrilled to bring it here to Santa Barbara about 10 years ago. This is our 9th annual. And while it looks a little different, we definitely put our Santa Barbara flair on it. It's such an exciting and meaningful event, and it's such an honor to be able to celebrate our teachers, celebrate the 8 folks that Steve talked about, but the teaching profession as a whole, and really get to make our teachers feel special and revered and give them just that honor that we know they deserve so much.
And we know they deserve that. Teachers are incredible. They really help shape the lives of so many. So to you personally, why do you think it's so important to celebrate teachers in this very special way?
So, you know, our teachers are such a bedrock of our community. They do so much not only for our students, but really to build strong communities, which is such a commitment of Cox as well. So for us, it is a no-brainer to support our teachers, to support our schools, because they build our communities and they make our communities stronger. One of the things I love most about this event is not only do we celebrate the 8 amazing teachers, but we celebrate the profession as a whole. And we, as we built the Santa Barbara celebration, it was such a priority to make sure that we were celebrating young teachers as they were coming into the career. We know that a lot of teachers struggle in their first few years, particularly in our last few pandemic years. So to be able to honor those folks who are new to the profession and the teachers who are helping and mentoring them along the way is just another way to boost our teachers and to celebrate them for all they do for our students and our community.
Absolutely. And it does sometimes feel like it's a thankless job or it goes unnoticed. So Steve, what does it mean to these teachers and really the whole educational community to know that they're recognized and appreciated?
Yeah, that's really true. We have over 45 sponsors who have contributed to this event in one way or another. And it started with Cox as our founding sponsor, but so many other people have stepped up to say thank you for what you do in our communities. And these teachers rarely get the spotlight shown on them like they will on Saturday. And it means so much that our community steps up and wants to say thank you and honor them in this unique way. The teachers rarely get a black tie gala event where they are honored in this manner. And so that we can do this together with so many sponsors means a lot to them.
Definitely. And Kirsten, before we go quickly, I'm curious, what are you looking forward to with this year's event?
So, well, Steve mentioned it. There's so much about this event. It's elegant, it's beautiful, and it's at the Music Academy of the West, which is one of the most amazing locations you can imagine. But I will tell you, my favorite part is we do the videos of the teachers, and part of that is interviews with their students. And the words that come out of the students' mouth, they will make you laugh, they will make you cry. It is the highlight every year to see what the students say about these teachers that are impacting their lives every day.
Oh my gosh, I can't miss. Steve, how can viewers watch the event or learn more about these teachers?
Yeah, if you just tune into sbceo.org/salute or go to yourview.com, you can watch the live stream as it's happening on Saturday night and learn more about all the honorees at the website too.
Oh, thank you both so much for everything you do, and congratulations to all the teachers. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Sure. All right, Danielle, that was a feel-good story, and we've got another feel-good story for the belly coming up. We are going vegan, and it's delicious. Stay with us.
Hey guys, welcome back to Main Street Living. Now, Danielle, Cheryl, we all kind of know that food culture has never been bigger than it is right now. I think Cheryl knows a little bit more, but today's foodies are more than just people who like to eat.
That's right. They also like to take pictures of their food. And the new food culture encompasses so much more than that. Not only do foodies want meals that taste good and are healthy, but they also want them to be socially and environmentally responsible.
I love this lady. Diana Edelman is on a mission to prove that the foodie culture is the perfect, delicious place to be vegan. Take a look.
My name is Diana Edelman, and I am the founder and CEO of Vegans Baby. Vegans Baby is a multifaceted project that I started in 2016 that's designed to help make vegan food and vegan life more accessible and approachable and show people that they're not missing anything by going vegan. I have a travel blogging background and a PR background, so I decided I would start a site that basically would follow me as I went and ate food around the city and showed people what was vegan and where we could find vegan food. Since then, it has grown to be not only a site, but I now curate tours around the world. I have a vegan dining month. I've expanded to multiple cities. And every year I put out the Las Vegas Vegan Dining Guide, which covers about 45 different categories of the best vegan food in Las Vegas. Being vegan means you are doing your best to cause no harm to other living things. So it is everything from not consuming animal products and animal byproducts to what you wear, to the products you use in your daily life, hair, shampoo, makeup, nail polish. It's a lifestyle that doesn't involve animals and animal byproducts. So there's three main reasons people go vegan. They go vegan for the animals, they go vegan for the environment, and they go vegan for health. There's been a lot of studies that have come out showing that if you go on a whole food, plant-based diet, that it can reverse heart disease and diabetes and things like that. But that's actually more that people are going plant-based because they're not necessarily going to make the whole vegan lifestyle change where they're not consuming any byproducts or anything like that. Vegan food is more than a baked potato, it's more than a salad, it's more than a plate of fruit, that there are restaurants out there that are just doing incredible things and showcasing the versatility of the cuisine and doing a really good job. We are here at Taco Terrier in Las Vegas, Nevada. They actually have 4 locations here in Las Vegas, and they just opened one in San Diego. They are a plant-based Mexican eatery. They have the largest selection of tacos in the world, and they also have the world's biggest taco, which, no joke, is like the length of my forearm. There's an amazing spot in Las Vegas called Garden Grill that actually does a fried chicken bucket that's vegan, and it's phenomenal. There's a burger shop here called Underground Burgers, and those burgers are insane. You would never know that they're vegan. I created Vegan Dining Month 6 years ago, basically as an answer to Restaurant Week. I remember I was driving in Las Vegas and I saw a big billboard for Restaurant Week, and I looked up to see what restaurants had vegan options, and none of them did. And so it started in Las Vegas, and then we expanded to Portland and San Diego. And now this year it's Portland, Las Vegas, and New York City. Restaurants around the city have a vegan dish or a few vegan options, and then we pick a local charity. And so at the end of the month, A portion of the proceeds from those dishes sold will go to that local charity. Typically, it's an animal sanctuary. What I love the most about being vegan is that I wake up every morning knowing that I'm doing the least amount of harm and that I'm contributing to make the world a better place. It's so good.
All right, ladies, so I know that you saw that. That was a huge taco. I've never seen one that size.
I'll take one of those any day. Anything vegan, I'm happy to take. And guys, November is World Vegan Month. So what a better way to celebrate than to learn more about Diana's eating adventures on her website, vegansbaby.com. And if you guys watch the show, you know I am a proud vegan. So I am a huge supporter of everything she does.
Well, Cheryl, I might just be participating in Vegan Month. Maybe I'll take November and make it a vegan month. We can all do that. Obviously, Halloween wrapping up here, so November right around the corner. And next, we have some post-Halloween info about blood. Welcome back to Main Street Living. Now, if you guys don't remember, at the start of the year, we missed Cheryl quite a bit because she was going through a lot of health issues. So I know, Cheryl, you know this more than anybody, but living with a chronic disease or a disorder comes with a wide array of physical, emotional, financial challenges for the patient, but also for the family.
Oh, yeah, I know this all too well. And fortunately, there are resources and organizations out there that can help. Lee Goldstein is here to talk about the mission of the group that he helps lead. It's called Arizona Bleeding Disorders. Welcome to Main Street Living. So good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
I know you're going to be helping a lot of people watching this show today, but let's start at the beginning, Lee. What exactly are bleeding disorders and how does somebody get one?
Yeah, so with a bleeding disorder, the blood fails to clot, causing severe and permanent disability and life-threatening injuries if left untreated. The two most common bleeding disorders are hemophilia and von Willebrand's disease. Hemophilia is a rare chronic bleeding disorder that affects 1 in 10,000 male births. Von Willebrand's disease affects 1% of the population, both in males and females. These diseases are almost always inherited, although in rare cases they can develop later in life if the body forms antibodies that fight against the blood's natural clotting factors. There are between 30,000 and 33,000 people living with hemophilia in the US and approximately 600 here in Arizona.
Wow, that is a lot, just a lot to digest, a lot to think about. Now, Lee, what kind of medical treatments are there for people who are impacted by these type of diseases?
Yeah, so our patients require lifelong infusions of clotting, factor therapy. So your body's not making factor. Bleeding disorders are extremely costly to treat, anywhere from $150,000 to up to $1 million a year for factor.
Ooh, that's what's scary too. And that's why it's so important to have medical insurance. I know people don't think, oh, I'm fine, I don't need that, but it is crucial to have that. And bleeding disorders, they impact people's lives in a lot of ways, don't they? Probably in ways that most of us wouldn't even think of. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, most of you will think a bleeding disorder is when you cut yourself. Those with bleeding disorders experience internal spontaneous bleeding in their muscles, joints, and organs. The cost of one bleed with an emergency room visit can easily cost up to $500,000 or more to treat. Bleeding disorder patients also experience complications with degenerative joint disease, complications with dental care, and other surgeries and medical conditions impacted by these bleeds.
Okay, so, if you include all of that, I got to ask, you're part of an organization that provides and helps with providing resources to people and families navigating, these bleeding disorders. So you got to tell us a little bit about your organization and what your mission is.
Yeah, so we have a pretty big mission because we work with the whole state of Arizona. So, the Arizona Bleeding Disorders is the largest not-for-profit working to improve the quality of life of individuals and families affected by bleeding disorders. So even the people who are not affected in the family still have impact on them. Arizona Bleeding Disorders helps facilitate connections and communities so those affected with bleeding disorders diagnosis know they are not alone and can find resources they need. Our community programs offer fun activities, education, and a chance to build supportive relationships. Our annual statewide meeting is focused on education and relationship building. We also offer services and support to help prevent financial, emotional, and medical hardships by being a resource for the community and providing emergency financial assistance, collaborations with HTCs, which are hemophilia treatment centers, scholarship opportunities, connections to additional community resources, and advocacy programs to build relationships with policymakers to promote awareness and push for access for healthcare.
Nice. I'm sure that's very helpful. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so many things that are very important there. And you're inclusive, which is helpful as well. And one of the programs that you offer, I hear, is a camp for kids. Tell us about that and how it's different from any other traditional camp.
Yeah, so it's called our Camp Honor, and Camp Honor stands for Hemophiliacs Overcoming New Obstacles Resourcefully. Camp Honor brings children diagnosed with bleeding disorders together with their siblings to participate in a normal childhood activity that they wouldn't get to partake in otherwise due to complications of their condition. The mission of Camp Honor is to enrich the lives of children with diagnosed bleeding disorders by providing life-changing camp experiences that are exciting, empowering, and educational in a loving and medical safe environment.
Cool. Now, how are you guys funded? Because I know that's a very big part of this whole mission.
Yeah, all the funding. So we are a 501c3 not-for-profit funded through grants, private donations, and corporate partnerships like our recent partnership with Law Tigers. We host 3 major fundraising events each year and partner with our corporate partners for additional events to raise awareness and funds.
It's so good that you guys are doing that. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers are curious to learn more, especially if they have something like this or know somebody who does. So how can our viewers get more information? Where can they go?
Yeah, if you're locally here in Arizona, so if you're in the state of Arizona, you could go to arizonahemophilia.org. But we also partner with national organizations. So we're a member of a national organization called National Hemophilia Foundation, and that's at www.hemophilia.org. or the Hemophilia Federation of America, hemophiliafied.org.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff to put together, but you guys are doing a lot. So, we certainly appreciate what you bring to the table and how you're helping other people feel better, essentially. So thank you so much, Lee, for stopping by Main Street Living.
Well, thank you for having me.
No problem. Well, Cheryl, you kicked things back in gear when you got back on the show after you were sick, and we're so happy to have you back. But we're going to kick things in gear because up next we got some super talented soccer players that you don't want to miss. Stay right there.
I'm not one of those.
Hey there, welcome back into Main Street Living. Now, we all know the benefits of youth sports are huge and well documented. You guys know that's why I went into sports. I love what we can learn about life from sports. But playing on a competitive team can come with a pretty hefty price tag.
That's right, Danielle. In fact, that's often the barrier that low-income kids just can't overcome. Fortunately, some players are able to stay on the team with the backing from local businesses and organizations. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and one group in San Diego is helping kids excel in sports with the generous support of PNC Bank. Take a look at this.
Surf Soccer has been around for over 30 years. We're based here in San Diego, but we are the premier national youth sports brand in soccer. Our mission is to create experiences and opportunities for kids, and we do that here mostly in San Diego with our 1,000 kids, but we also do it through our events where we really help kids chase their dreams.
PNC Bank sponsorship helps the kids here in a couple of ways. One, it is to continue to help fund facilities like this where the kids can come play soccer. Two, it is really through our scholarship program. There are a lot of kids in San Diego that have incredible levels of talent, but they can't afford to play on a team like Surf. And so a lot of our sponsorship dollars go back into scholarships to give an opportunity for kids who are low to moderate income to play on one of the elite teams in the U.S.
You have teams from all over the world and specifically from all over the U.S. coming here to compete for the title of best of the best. And that also attracts most of the college coaches here in the country. So we have usually about 700 college coaches here at Surf looking to fill out their rosters. And then we have about 1,000 teams playing over 2 weekends.
We're out here today at the Surf Cup, and there's over 60,000 people that attend this tournament over a 2-day weekend. And so everyone from the border in Chula Vista to Oceanside who has kids that play soccer are playing soccer here at Del Mar and Oceanside these 2 weekends.
In the 30-year history of Surf Cup, we've actually only allowed 3 partners to partner with us and be next to our brand. We are incredibly picky about who we have next to our brand because we want to make sure they're mission aligned, right? PNC is literally one of the only people we've ever allowed to be in here as a sponsor because we know how committed they truly are to the community and how committed they truly are to kids.
We just felt like this would be the greatest impact to the community and to youth, and to get to be a part of that, right? To get to have our sponsorship dollars go into scholarships to help kids that can't afford to be on a premier club like this was something really special. We picked soccer here in San Diego because it is the most played sport for kids. You know, and you think about our environment, we've got sun 12 months out of the year. Kids play this sport around the clock. And so we felt like not only do we get this great chance to reach out across the community through this sport, but then our money goes to give back to help kids.
Having a partner like PNC who is community oriented and cares about the development of youth in the community is amazing because our missions are completely aligned and we're both driven by helping develop kids, and in this case through sport in San Diego.
It's exciting to be a part of Surf Soccer for PNC Bank, but this is not the end for us, it's just the beginning. We continue to look forward to investing back into youth, arts, and especially the military here. I mean, San Diego is a military town, and we are giant supporters of the men and women that fight for our freedom.
Wow, guys, I think that's so cool that what he said about how they're really limiting who they're letting in around these kids as far as sponsors go. They want that really to kind of align with their mission, which I think in this day and age is more important than ever.
Oh, yeah. Good for them. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and Cheryl gave the good clap because kids that, are playing on these sports teams, they do develop into great team players overall. So you guys can find more information about PNC Bank on their website, pnc.com.
All right. In the meantime, though, don't go anywhere because coming up, did you know there was an original food bank? Yeah, we're going to check in with them coming up next. Welcome back to Main Street Living. Danielle, Quincy, the past couple of years have been some of the busiest ever for food banks across the country. And just as the impact from the pandemic is slowing down, inflation is ramping up, keeping the need as strong as ever.
Yeah, Cheryl, and our friends over at St. Mary's Food Bank in Arizona are here to share how they are meeting the needs of their neighbors. Let's welcome to Main Street Living, Jerry Brown. Welcome to the show, Jerry.
Nice to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing what you do. And let's get into that a little bit more. It seems like inflation is hitting every part of our budgets these days. And are you guys feeling the impact over there at the food bank?
There's no doubt. St. Mary's is the world's first food bank. We've been around for 55 years, since 1967. And I've been at the food bank all the way back to the recession of 2009 and 10. And with the inclusion of COVID, this has been our most challenging year, without a doubt. We're seeing more people come to the food bank than we ever have before. It started about the end of the spring and has just climbed month after month after month. And even this year, and this month in October, we're seeing even an increase. So it's just an incredible amount of people that were, just to give you an idea, across the street at our main facility, we usually, this time last year, we would have been feeding about 600 families a day, which sounds like a lot until you realize yesterday we had 1,122 families come through.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So nearly doubling. That's incredible.
Absolutely.
And you guys have been doing this for a long time. Like you mentioned, St. Mary's Food Bank, remarkable history. What can you tell us about the impact that you've been able to make in Arizona?
Well, we're the largest food bank in Arizona, one of the largest 2, 3, 4 food banks in the country. We distributed 126 million pounds of food last fiscal year. and we're probably on track to do pretty much close to that as well this year. We distribute over 300,000 meals a day, and our service area is 2/3 of the state of Arizona. So if you're envisioning a map of Arizona in your mind, in fact, the Salt River North, all of that is St. Mary's. So it's not only Phoenix and the West Valley and the North Valley, but Flagstaff, Prescott, the tribal Indian communities on the Navajo and Hopi reservations, Kingman, all of that area is St. Mary's service area.
Wow. Well, it seems like a pretty huge area, and there's an easy way that Arizona residents can actually help out with St. Mary's mission. So you got to tell us a little bit about the Arizona tax credit. Sounds pretty cool.
Absolutely. It's been a huge boon for St. Mary's Food Bank. Folks rarely have an opportunity to decide where their tax dollars are going. But with the Arizona tax credit, for an individual, $400, or for a married couple, $800, you can decide which charity that goes to. So an $800 donation to St. Mary's not only provides thousands of meals for folks, but you get that money back on your taxes. So
Nice.
You decide where that money goes. You get the tax break back to help you. It's a win-win for everybody. And it's something that's really helped St. Mary's Food Bank since the tax credit started.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. And it's a win-win also because you get to feel good about helping somebody else. You guys are helping people every day, distributing food every day. But do you have any special programs coming up for the holidays?
Our big Thanksgiving distribution is coming up. It's kind of the Super Bowl for our food bank. It's hard to imagine serving more families than we are right now on a daily basis. But Thanksgiving, we actually ratchet that up. In the 3 days leading up to Thanksgiving, St. Mary's will distribute 18,000 turkeys, 18,000 food boxes, 18,000 produce boxes to families so that they can take that home and have a traditional Thanksgiving dinner with their families.
Man, that is so cool to see. I know that you guys have the history of all the work that you've done for so many years, so many decades. And with people wanting to help out, I know that there are multiple ways, but what do you need if you wanted to help out?
There's a lot of ways you can help at St. Mary's Food Bank. If you can make a monetary donation to us, we're buying more food than we ever have in the past. Because not only are we feeding more people right now, but a lot of the government programs for COVID have ended. A lot of the supply chain issues have allowed have a lot of the grocery rescue that we picked up from grocery stores. Because of supply chain issues, we're not getting as much food. So we're buying more food than we ever have before. And if you've been to the grocery store, you know that food costs more than it's ever cost before. So a monetary donation at stmarysfoodbank.org would really help us out. You can also donate food. Canned food is something we need a lot of right now. We've collected about 118,000 pounds at the state fair here in Arizona over the last 3 weeks. We can use a lot of that canned food. You can go to our location at 31st Avenue in Thomas or our location at Bell Road in Surprise, and you can drop that off at either of those locations. But you can also help with your hands. We build 50 to 60,000 emergency food boxes every month. We distribute food to 1,000 clients across the street in our night center. So we could use your hands. We have 2 shifts a day, Tuesday through Friday, and even on Saturday we have 2 shifts. So if you and your family, you and your organization, you and your friends can get together and help us build food boxes, that help with your hands is almost as important as the monetary and food donations.
Jerry, incredible work that you and the St. Mary's Food Bank are doing over there in Arizona. One more time, where can people get information if they want to donate or help out?
All the information is available at stmarysfoodbank.org. And I want to throw a shout out to folks. If you need help, go to stmarysfoodbank.org or give us a call at 602-242-FOOD. And we can set you up with the place that's closest to your area to pick up food. We don't want to be you wasting gas driving around the valley trying to find a place. We want to get to we have over 700 locations across the state where you can get food. One of them is probably close to your neighborhood.
Nice.
Jerry, thank you so much for all you're doing. We appreciate you coming on with us today.
Thank you, and happy holidays to everybody.
You too.
Wow, Quince, I can't believe that number is basically doubled at this point as far as food insecurity. So it's not you alone out there. So if you need help, definitely find your local food bank. We're going to keep cruising along in the show here. And speaking of cruising, is your car scary dirty? That's next. Welcome back into Main Street Living. Now, if you've been following along with the show for a long time now, you all know about Cheryl's car. She's had it for hundreds of thousands of miles. So clearly she keeps it up to date on the maintenance. But are you also a stickler for keeping it clean?
Oh boy. All right. Full transparency here. Because I have 367,000 miles on my car, I spend a lot of time in it. I spend a lot of time eating in it. So there's crumbs, that fall between the seats, probably some French fries down there. And every now and then I'll hear my husband in the garage pulling out the vacuum, and he's vacuuming out my car because he's so disgusted at what's going on inside my car. So if that doesn't answer the question, I don't know what does.
Oh no.
Cheryl, you've got to get it together and trade the car in.
No.
But clearly, we're in Virginia. But if you're in Arizona, 3-minute express car wash can get your car sparkling clean and get you into the spirit of the season. You guys check this out.
3-Minute Express Car Wash was founded by two local best friends who are also pilots and entrepreneurs. They were brainstorming their next business venture together and found the exterior express car wash model. They later attended an investor summit for car washes in Florida in 2012, and shortly thereafter they opened their first location in Goodyear, Arizona. In the car wash industry, there's lots of standards that most of us kind of abide by. We have memberships, free vacuums, mat cleaners, that sort of thing. But where we really differ is most car washes focus on their A to Z of business, maintenance, cleanliness, staff. But at 3-Minute Express Car Wash, all of our staff are trained from day one to genuinely love our customers. We teach them to be actors on a stage where they bring to life the experience of our enhanced tunnels with state-of-the-art lighting and cutting-edge equipment. Here at 3-Minute Express Car Wash, we're not only in the car wash business, we're in the people business, but we do wash a mean car. So here at 3-Minute Express Car Wash, we provide multiple membership tiers. On top of that, free vacuums, mat cleaners, bug prep stations. We have vending machines, clean bathrooms, and exceptional service. Depending on the time of year, we usually have a special offer going on. Currently, we're running a 50% off for the first 2 months of any membership. For Veterans Day coming up, we do have a free wash with a valid military ID. And then during the holidays, we usually run some sort of gift card promotion, but the best way to kind of find out what we're offering is to come on down and take a look. Really excited to share that we are doing our 3rd annual Tunnel of Terror this year at this Pebble Creek location. We're handing out bags of candy to every car that comes through. It is a scary event, but it is family friendly. So for members, it's $10. For non-members, it's $25. It does include our top wash, which is the Desert Shield. Protects your car from all of the desert elements. Get a little family scare. It's a lot of fun. Come on down and check it out. 3-Minute Express Car Wash supports the community in a few different ways. For one, we love working with local youth sports teams and schools. We do get lots of requests, but the best way to drop a request is to go to our website and fill out the form, and we'll be in contact with you. Secondly is environmental stewardship. So believe it or not, you actually save more water when you wash in our tunnel than you do if you were to wash at home. All of our chemicals are proprietary and they are environmentally friendly and biodegradable. We care for our communities during these difficult economic times by providing a unique opportunity to become a valued member of our wash family. By paying a once-a-month fee, which is currently half off, our community members can wash their cars as often as they want all month long. 3-Minute Express Car Wash has 4 convenient locations across Phoenix's West Valley. You can find out more about us by visiting our website at 3minutecarwash.com. The best way to really experience 3-Minute Express Car Wash, though, is to come on down and check us out, see what special offers we're running, and really engage with the staff.
Wow. So I just got the perfect excuse next time. I have a friend who loves to wash her own car, and now I'm just going to say I'm just saving the environment. It's less water if I go to the drive. Yeah.
I think I would totally do that. This would be very helpful for me.
Yeah, and it would definitely help me out as well. And I just found out the one that's near here, instead of spending $5, you could spend $10. And you can get your tires and rims cleaned for $5 more. So it makes sense to me.
All right, maybe my car will be looking spiffy after all, guys. And you can find out more about the great deals at 3-Minute Express Car Wash on their website, 3mincarwash.com.
That's right. In probably just about 3 minutes, we'll be right back. Straight ahead, more of Main Street Living. Stay right there.
Welcome back into Main Street Living one last time. Cheryl, Vegan November is here. I'm excited to get it started.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to make you a vegan with me. How's that sound?
Oh, gosh,
maybe you can
like,
get me back. Maybe you can get me back on it.
Yeah, it sounds like a threat. We don't want to threaten anybody on the show, but we
Aw.
do want people on the show to keep watching our episodes. And if you miss it, you can catch it on our Cox Contour app.
And don't forget, we have new episodes of Main Street Living, 9 p.m. local time on Mondays. So make sure you join us then as we take another stroll down Main Street.